Welcome back, guys. It's another Wednesday Wisdom. My name is Dama, and I am your sales and leadership coach, empowering you to be the CEO of your business and your life by giving you the tools and the strategies to change your mindset, manage your time, and increase your bottom line. So welcome back, guys. Today is part 2 of going from thinking to doing. And so we're really talking about that link between planning and procrastination, okay? And so today, on last week, I should say, I gave you 6 tips to move from thinking to doing. Today, I want to share with you 7 practical strategies to actually fight the excessive planning so that you can move into the doing, okay? So this is part 2 of thinking to doing. If you missed those 6 tips of going from thinking to doing on last week, check out last week's videos. Otherwise, we're going to get started and jump into today's. I couldn't decide if I was going to give them to you or not, but I want to keep these short. So go back and watch last week's video if you want to see the 6 tips. All right. Maybe, just maybe, they'll appear somewhere on the screen. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, all right, so practical strategies to actually being able to fight the excessive planning. As we were talking about, we understand that when you are, boggled down and when you're dealing with, planning, a lot of times, sometimes we can become paralyzed, I like to call it, and not be able to move forward. So as I mentioned, those 6 tips from last week will get you moving from the whole overthinking in your head to actually doing. And today, the 7 tips to moving forward and giving you some practical strategies. So number 1, let's get into it. Set a limit. Decide in advance how long you'll spend on planning. So take 10 to 15 minutes, map out your day instead of letting it consume each and every one of your mornings. Okay? Planning is the key to success. Okay? So set aside a time. I talk about calendars so much and how much of a stickler I am with my calendar. It's so important. If you don't plan your day will plan you. So who's in control, you or your day? All right, number 2, proceed in reverse. So when you arrange a wedding or a dinner party, you probably work backwards from the final date. Apply the same strategy to any project to keep you on track, okay? So I worked in project management for a while with an aerospace company, and I actually have a certification in project management. So I'm used to working backwards when it comes to looking at the big picture. So look at the big picture, go backwards, and what does that look like? And I do this a lot with my clients. We do a lot of reverse engineering. Okay, you want to hit $70,000 this year. What does that look like? How are we going to do it? Okay, 70 into 12, whatever that number is into 4, whatever that number is into the week, into the day, what do you need to make per day? Same thing when I had a restaurant. How many meals do we need to sell a day to be able to hit our goal? You think you're going to reverse it backwards. What do we need to make a month to hit everything we need? Payroll, food, overhead, everything. You're going to reverse it. Okay, so proceed in reverse is number 2. Let me get through these because I have 7 of them. Number 3, break things down. So whether you're studying Russian or preparing your taxes, it is less daunting when you identify the individual task involved. So monster projects, go ahead and cut them down to size. Okay, so break them down. Number 4, take a first step. Move forward. You have to move forward if you're going to ever move. All right. So take a first step. Pick at least one thing you can do today. Look for something that's feasible in terms of your current resources. Ensure that you can live with the risk involved, but take a step. Take a first step. An example. When I decided to open a restaurant with no restaurant experience, I took a step. Once you take a step, the ball just keeps rolling and you're like down this rabbit hole before you know it. Okay, take a step. Number 5, endless support. You can accomplish more when you team up with others. You have a coach, great. That's great accountability. You can always also enlist an accountability partner. Find a friend. I've had an accountability partner for the last 2 years that I met online. She's in Maryland. I am here. And we've been amazing accountability partners for the last, I don't know, maybe it's been 2-3 years. I'm going to be meeting her for the first time this month. And so, but we've kept each other accountable and kept each other on the course. You also want to surround yourself with people who are going to encourage you and give you valuable feedback. So seek out a partner who actually complements your work style if you don't have a coach. Or you could do both. I have both. I have a couple coaches. All right, so number 6, review your progress. So mid-course adjustments increase your chance of ultimate success. As you all know, you're working with me, we've been doing a lot of mid-year checks. Where are we? Where are we going? Are we on track? I'm all about those numbers. I'm all about you knowing your numbers. I'm all about you taking a look. Some of you don't like to look at your numbers. I understand, but in order to know where you're, in order to get to where you're going, you have to know where you're going. Makes sense. All right. So develop milestones and targets and dates when you evaluate your performance and your plan. All right. Number 7, be flexible. Don't be so controlling that you aren't able to be flexible. True fulfillment has more to do with you spending time engaged in meaningful activities rather than sticking to any rigid plan. Okay. It's all about keeping it light. Keep your purpose and your core values in sight. That's more important. All right. So I'm going to run back through those 7 strategies that are going to actually help you to fight past the planning. Number 1, set limits. Number 2, proceed in reverse. Number 3, break things down. Number 4, take a first step. Number 5, enlist support. Number 6, review your progress. And number 7, be flexible. Okay? So you got to make planning work to your advantage. While there's many good reasons to think before taking action, you need to do something if you're going to reach your goals. So let your plans give you the sense of direction instead of holding you back. That's all I have this week, guys. Thank you for joining me on this Wednesday Wisdom. Make sure you like, share, comment. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. If you missed part 1, go back and watch that. Thanks again, guys. And until next time, keep defying those odds.